Another shortcut, and it's one of my favorite shortcuts that we can discover. So let's show it by an example. So imagine I have some a plus a b, and I'm multiplying it by some a minus a b. If I ever see that pattern, let's see what happens. So we can FOIL this out. FOIL says first times first, which produces an a squared. Outer terms is a minus ab. Inner terms is a minus BA or a plus AB. Doesn't matter if I make it AB or BA. Multiplication is commutative. And then a minus B squared. Let's collect like terms. I am left with an A squared. The middle terms cancel out. And I'm left with a B squared. This pattern always produces this result. And we call that a difference of two squares. So if I have some a plus a b, and I recognize, and I'm multiplying by an a minus the b, it's always going to produce a difference of two squares. Great one to remember to help you kind of go through and just kind of identify how to solve some of these problems. So let's look at an example here, or a couple examples. Let's look at 4y plus 3 times 4y minus the 3. Now I could FOIL this and use our FOIL method. That will work completely fine. But if you're able to recognize this one, first of all, as the same terms, but with a different sign, then you can go straight to this method right there, or difference of two squares, which tells me then I'll have a squared minus b squared. So we probably should identify what a and b are. Well, a, well, we're going to assign is up 4y, and the b is the 3. So my result is going to be a squared, so 4y squared minus b squared. 4y squared, this 2 distributes across, so that becomes a 16y squared minus a 9. There's my result. Let's look at another one, 3x minus 7. Times 3x plus 7. I recognize it again as the same binomial, but with the middle sign being different. In that special case, this will produce first term squared minus second term squared. So first term is a 3x. I square that, so it becomes a 3x squared minus the last term squared. So 3x squared, or 3x times 3x, produces a 9x squared minus a 49. Kind of slick, isn't it? Very, very, very cool. And let's look at a 5a to the 4th plus 6. Multiply that by a 5a to the 4th minus a 6. Again, I need to recognize this being the same binomial, except the middle sign is opposite. If that's the case, it's first term squared minus second term squared. 5a to the 4th squared, if we remember our power rules for exponents, 5 squared is a 25. A to the 4th to the 2nd is a to the 6th or 8. You multiply the exponents when it's a power to a power, so that's to the 8th minus 36. And there's my result with that particular one as well. So again, I want you to identify these, and when you do, feel free. Don't worry about FOIL. Don't worry about the multiplication. Just go straight to this pattern, a squared minus b squared.